Welcome to our deep dive into the intriguing world of Korean superstitions. Whether you're planning a visit to South Korea or are just curious about cultural beliefs, these 10 unusual superstitions might surprise you. They've been woven into the fabric of Korean society for generations, influencing daily life and behavior. Let's explore these fascinating beliefs that will enhance your understanding of Korean culture. Whistling at night. First up, we have the superstition surrounding whistling at night. In Korea, it's believed that whistling after dark can invite unwanted visitors, either snakes or ghosts. While it might sound strange, this belief is deeply rooted in Korean folklore, where whistling was thought to attract malevolent spirits. Even today, older generations tend to avoid whistling once the sun goes down. If you're ever out for a late-night stroll in Seoul, it might be best to keep your lips sealed. Red ink. Next on our list is the superstition about writing names in red ink. Historically, red ink was used to record the names of the deceased in family registers or on gravestones, symbolizing death. So when you write a living person's name in red, it's like cursing them or wishing for their demise. This superstition is still taken seriously in many parts of Korea. So if you're ever attending a birthday party or filling out a guest book, maybe skip the red pen. Gifting shoes. Now, let's talk about gifting shoes. In Korean culture, giving someone a pair of shoes is seen as a bad omen. The belief is that the person who receives the shoes will use them to walk or run away from you. Some people try to bypass this by having the recipient pay a small amount for the shoes, turning the gift into a symbolic purchase. So, if you're looking for a thoughtful gift, you might want to avoid footwear unless you're ready for someone to walk out of your life. Shaking legs. Have you ever caught yourself shaking your legs out of nervousness or boredom? In Korea, this habit is frowned upon because it symbolizes shaking away your wealth and prosperity. This belief is connected to the idea that luck and fortune are contained within your body, and shaking your legs disturbs that balance. In formal settings, especially business meetings or family gatherings, keeping still is seen as a way to preserve your luck and show respect. Fan death. Let's move on to one of the most well-known superstitions in Korea, fan death. The belief goes that sleeping with an electric fan on in a closed room can be fatal. This might seem outlandish, but it's so widespread that manufacturers often install automatic timers on fans to prevent them from running all night. The superstition dates back to the early 20th century, when fans became popular in Korea, and some attributed deaths to improper ventilation. While there's no scientific basis for it, fan death is still a widely held belief among many Koreans. The number 4. In many cultures, the number 13 is considered unlucky, but in Korea, the number 4 carries a similar connotation. This is because the word for 4 sounds almost identical to the word for death in Korean. As a result, many buildings skip the 4th floor entirely, replacing it with the letter F in elevators, or simply skipping to floor 5. You'll notice this in hospitals, apartments, and even some hotels. The avoidance of the number 4 shows just how deeply this belief is ingrained in everyday life. Cutting nails at night. Cutting your fingernails at night may seem harmless, but according to Korean superstition, doing so could have serious consequences. It's believed that if you cut your nails after dark, mice will eat the clippings, transform into humans, and steal your identity. This belief likely stems from the old days when cutting nails in the dark without electricity could lead to injuries. Over time, the warning took on a more supernatural twist, but even today, some Koreans avoid trimming their nails after sundown. Exam foods. Here's a quirky one for all the students out there. Did you know that Koreans believe certain foods can affect exam performance? Eating sticky foods like glutinous rice or toffee is thought to help knowledge stick in your brain, while eating slippery foods like seaweed soup could cause the information to slip away. So, during exam season in Korea, you'll find students stocking up on gummy snacks and avoiding anything that might slip their success away. Chicken wings. Have you ever fed someone chicken wings? In Korea, it's believed that giving a husband or boyfriend chicken wings could cause them to fly away, either by leaving the relationship or being unfaithful. This superstition is deeply rooted in Korean folklore, and many people still avoid serving chicken wings to their partners as a result. So, if you're cooking up a romantic dinner, maybe opt for a different dish. Skipping over a baby. Lastly, Let's talk about a particularly unique superstition involving babies. In Korea, it's believed that stepping over a baby could stunt their growth. This belief is linked to the idea that a child's physical and spiritual development could be disrupted by the act of someone crossing over them. Whether you're playing with a little one or simply walking by, it's best to avoid stepping over them to ensure they grow strong and healthy. These unique superstitions reflect the rich tapestry of beliefs in Korean culture. Whether you're intrigued or skeptical, they certainly add a fascinating element to any visit or interaction in South Korea. What unusual superstitions have you encountered in your own culture? Let us know in the comments below.